Happy Tuesday, guys. This is Goldy coming at you with another Stuff and Things review. And today we are looking at the brand new DC Essentials line featuring The Flash, or Barry Allen, or, you know, the CW's probably best superhero show, unless you're an Arrow guy or a DC's Legends of Tomorrow. But anyway, let's jump in and look at this figure. I like it. I'm not in love with it yet. Right out of the box, he had a stuck joint right here. It required the freezer because it was one of those gummy ones, like super gummy. Like if you hot watered it, it would tear. So I did the freezer trick, left them in there for 20 minutes, and it works now just fine. Some of the joints right out of the box are kind of loose. The plastic, it's hard to describe. It doesn't feel like Marvel Legends action figure plastic, but it doesn't feel like toy you buy in the action figure aisle plastic, if you understand what I'm saying. More like a Marvel Select. So they didn't lose that plastic that the Icons series has. Now, I know last week I said I was going to do a review of I finally picked up a DC Icons. All of my life I've been a giant Swamp Thing fan. When I was a kid, I saw the Dick Durock movie with Adrian Barbeau. I loved it. It was awesome. It was awesome. And then I started reading Swamp Thing, and I did the whole Neil Gaiman run of Swamp Thing, and I mean, with the Floronic Man and all that. So, I mean, I liked Swamp Thing a lot. I mean, I even gave that Return of Swamp Thing film a chance, the Heather Locklear one. So I picked up the DC Icons Swamp Thing, and I like it. I really like the figure. Now, what the thing about this figure is the paintwork, the detail, the sculpting. It kind of lacks articulation, and it feels like less of an action figure for perhaps a child or someone to play with. It's more like put it in a good pose. The articulation is there if you would like to use it, but otherwise put it in a good pose, put it on a shelf, and leave it. It's not really something to play with. He came with this really nifty little accessory here. Super cool. Take a look at that. Creepy. Swamp Thing came with extra hands. I did pick up my Swamp Thing at Mr. Wayne's Pop Culture Collectibles in Westmont, Illinois, where I did pick up my DC Essentials Flash. Now, it's not a line they're like totally carrying. They got in the Flash for me so I could check it out because I was interested. I mean, I was like, ooh, they look like they're going to be a little more articulated than the Icons line. It looks like maybe they'll be a little more friendly to play with, but let's jump back onto that because it really isn't. It isn't really a Marvel Legends type figure where you can really just work the joints and play with it. I mean, here's for size scale. We're gonna take a look. We got Stark in the Homecoming armor, or we have the variant running change purple hair Psylocke that I picked up at my Mr. Wayne's Pop Culture Collectibles today. But you know, just to get an idea on size, it's a little bit bigger. Some things that I don't like. It has the Rebel Tech-esque joint here, so you do get the swivel. You do get the swivel here. It is hinged, but the color doesn't match. Yellow, kind of off yellow, and yellow. So it kind of looks, I mean, let's be honest, it looks like trash. It doesn't look good, but you know, other than that, it's a good figure. The detail work on the face, I think, is really nice. The face and head sculpt is really good. I like the size for Barry. You know, it suits him, the muscular but still kind of tall and slender. This arm appears to be warped, so I'll have to blow dry it. That's something you guys might have to look out for if you're going to be collecting these. Now, there is Batman is available. I believe Deathstroke is available. I believe Reverse Flash is available. I decided to grab the Flash because I like the show. I mean, the show is a fun show. It's really kind of a great show. But, you know, in stock right now at Mr. Wayne's, you can pick up the Cull Obsidian Wave. They do got them in stock. Run up there quick, grab those. Cull Obsidian was a great Build-A-Figure. Go back and check my review on it, you know, whatever. But as for the DC Essentials, it's a nice figure. It's cool. The price point, everything. I think, I still feel like they're missing out. It's not really a grand slam. It's good. It's a good step. I mean, they added the top thigh cut so you could swivel that. I couldn't get him in a great running pose. It felt off kilter. You know, with your Marvel Legends, I mean, I could get a good pose on the one leg. Again, the plastic, the joints, some are loose, some are tight. it's like I said, it's not really an action figure. It's more of a, put it in a super groovy pose, maybe get a stand for it, and let it do its thing, Let it be the Flash. Anyway, if you guys like this review, there's a little subscribe thing down here. You could go beep boop pop, subscribe. You could share it with your friends. You could check out my Facebook. You can do all sorts of fun things on this here, the internet. But again, thanks as always for tuning in. Thanks to Mr. Waynes for providing the figures for me to review. If you haven't been out there, be sure to get out there and check those guys out. They're fantastic. Taking pre-orders on all sorts of new stuff, like the second wave of these. Maybe if you wanted them, you might be able to go in there and trade some stuff and pre-order them. I mean, but anyway, guys, again, it's a nice figure, but it's not an amazing figure. Goldy. I'll be reviewing more stuff soon. Keep watching. Yeah!